Hello there. What is going on, everyone? We are finally starting to see some products start shipping, but with shipping also comes delays. Are we going to see more Legion products delayed? What's going on, everybody? We're going to be talking about that today. If you haven't already, make sure you enter to win the contest for that $25 Amazon gift card giveaway. All you have to do is be a subscriber and leave a comment on this or one of my videos. I'll actually be announcing the winner for that one early next week, so stay tuned for that. I typically announce contest winners closer to the end of my videos, so watch all the way through to the end. All right, so you may have seen this posting on social media from Fantasy Flight Games where they're talking about, hey, we've updated our release pages. We now have shipping is going to begin again. Releases are beginning again in the United States. You can view our upcoming page. And I want to point out that this really applies primarily to the United States. Retailers around the world have been getting a lot of product for a lot of time now and then shipping it out and selling it on eBay and what have you. I've seen people buying Legion product and marking it up for hundreds and hundreds of dollars and stuff like that. It's just absolutely crazy. Also Amazon, because since Amazon is built of resellers, a lot of the stuff that they were going to be putting out is already out all over the place. So, it's kind of one of those things where me, as I order my stuff from either my local game store, which of course will get stuff once it's available, and I also usually order one copy of everything from Fantasy Flight via their pre-order system so that I can usually get it early. But in this case, I'll probably be the last person on the planet to get this stuff. So, which is interesting, and I don't know if that's going to be the new trend moving forward or not, but it does look like things are starting to ship again, which kind of sounds good. I will say that for all you X-Wing players out there, the Chrome N1, I did get a pre-order in process, so that should be shipping soon. It looks like that will be probably some of the first waves of stuff. And it looks like they said originally, the first waves of stuff are looking to be hitting stores as a street date of June 5th. Now, if we go over to fantasyflightgames.com, we can see their upcoming page. And if you go to the upcoming page, one of the things you're going to see is you're going to see what's in stores now, what's shipping, and what's still in production. They had changed this a while back to not necessarily list every single step because they had multiple steps of production, such as in the design phase and the planning and pre-production. They had at the printer, they had on the boat. And then, of course, they had, shipping now and then in stores now. And people used to complain. It's like, wait a second, but this went on the boat at this point. So that means it will absolutely be here at this point. And they decided, not all boats sail at the same speed. And, and sometimes a boat sinks sometimes or something happens. And cargo containers do occasionally get damaged and or lost. And I think... they don't usually confirm stuff like that because of insurance purposes, but I think that has happened on more than one occasion because some things have taken years to deliver and some things have been very fast. But this was updated as of May 18th. And one of the ways you can tell is if you notice over here right next to the information, it's going to say latest update. 5.18. And what you can do is whenever there's an update, they usually update multiple things at the same time. You can search and see, hey, all of this stuff is updated. So we've got some Arkham Horror stuff, a lot of Arkham Horror, Game of Thrones, a Genesis rulebook for Keyforge, some L5R stuff, and Marvel Champions. And this is all cool. All right, so new things are starting to ship. Okay, cool. Black Widow for Marvel Champions. If any of you guys are playing Marvel Champions, let me know what you guys think. I've played it a few times. It seems like a solid game, just... not necessarily my favorite. We got the Lord of the Rings card game, 5.18, and then we go down to other stuff that's still in production. So they've updated a bunch of stuff that says shipping now. And while that's great, and this is all of these, by the way, are a release date for June 5th, 2020. Hey, you know what? I think that's awesome. I think it's great that a lot of stuff is shipping now. But what about our Legion stuff that they already started shipping to some retailers, everybody's got it. If we scroll down some more, and I check this page pretty often because it's a great source of information for when things are coming in. It used to be a little bit more information because they give you a little bit more status updates of how everything was progressing, but it's still information. Well, the Inferno Squad, Inferno Squad was fine. We were really looking for the AAT, for example. The AAT, Vital Assets, Iden, Versio, and Cassian Andor. And those are still listed as in production. For some reason, those did not get updated to shipping. And this makes me think that they are delayed even further. There was initial reports that these were going to be street dated as of June 5th and basically pushed out just as soon as stuff could get pushed out. And especially since, rumors are they started distributing them already before the lockdown happened, and that's why certain retailers had them but were instructed to hold them and nobody did. And then there was also rumors that they were also shipping these to retailers directly and not using a distributor and all of that, and I've talked about a lot of that in some of my other videos. But I'm really curious why we don't see these as, why these are still listed as in production. And this is true for the AAT, for Vital Assets, for Cassian Andor, and for Iden Versio. Now, the ARC Troopers and then the rest of the stuff that we've seen previewed, that will probably still be, a little bit later. What do they currently have them as? They currently have them set for July. We'll see if that gets changed, since it seems like everything that I want gets delayed significantly. I just feel like, maybe there's a sense of doom and gloom that's still kind of surrounding me right now, but I haven't been feeling super optimistic about stuff. But I'm curious if you guys share that. I'm hoping that cloud goes away here pretty soon, and I think an infusion of new Legion product could be certainly something to lift my spirits. And, definitely getting an AAT to be able to start painting up would be great. But here's the thing that's really interesting about that. If we look at the last update, it's still updated as of April 7th. So this was updated during quarantine, and this was not that long ago. And then they were still shooting for May. Now, this tells me that this was probably updated when they expected they were still going to start releasing all this stuff in May. And that has since changed. We're getting more information, and certain lockdowns are starting to be lifted. I think as of right now, all 50 states have some form of reopening in process, whether it's very, very small or limited or a little bit more robust. And so it does look like they're, as of this posting that they made on social media, it looks like they're starting to ship stuff again. So why weren't these updated? Well, I think it's interesting to point out that I also have all of these products pre-ordered. And if they were shipping, because you might think that, well, maybe it was just an oversight. And certainly oversights have happened before. Maybe they just forgot to update these products. Maybe they're still shipping. Maybe the street date is still June 5th. Hey, that's possible. But I haven't gotten a pre-order notice. I haven't gotten a pre-order email for any of these things. And so if they were going to be part of that first wave, I would expect that I would have probably already gotten a pre-order notice, because of the fact that I got a pre-order notice for the X-Wing Chrome N1 Starfighter. That tells me that they're starting to process pre-orders. And by the way, that Chrome N1 Starfighter was placed long after I had everything else pre-ordered. So I don't know if it's a date timestamp thing or whatever. So it definitely seems like these guys are going to be delayed. They haven't been updated, so the release date still says May. I'm pretty sure that's not current information, since I believe the earliest street date we're looking at here is still June, especially if these other things are shipping, because it takes weeks. It takes some time to load stuff up on trucks, have it sent out to distributors, have the distributors give it to all of the stores, and have all of that actually happen. So it's not a simple process of just snapping your fingers and saying, hey, we can still make May. It's late in May right now, and I don't think there's any chance of that happening. So really the question is, are these still going to release in June, like was earlier reported, or are they going to release later than June? And if that's so, what could really be the holdup? And it's a really interesting question, because all of these expansions have been showing up all over the place, and it's not like they have to ship them together. Like the AAT was part of a wave that already shipped long ago and was absolutely supposed to have but it was actually supposed to originally be out last year, but we already got the Republic tank, so the AAT doesn't need to ship with anything else as far as it being part of a wave and being needing to ship with the rest of its wave. Its wave is already in our hands, so that one should absolutely be shipping at its earliest possible possibility. And, I could see Cassian Andor and Iden Versio shipping together. And Vital Assets, well, that's more of a standalone pack, so that one doesn't necessarily have to ship with anything else either. So, but it does look like they're all being updated at the same time, or at least the lack of updates are happening at the same time. So it really kind of makes me wonder what's going on. I want to hear what you guys think, though. Do you guys think that this was just an oversight, and maybe they're gonna start pre-order shipping hopefully soon? I really want to get this stuff in hand, and I know it's a first world problem, and I know there's other things that are more important than getting your plastic, but for right now, I want my plastic. But you know, that's just the way it goes, and I'll be very happy when it arrives. And if it takes a little bit longer, then so be it. I guess we'll just have to deal with that. You know, I don't really know what's going on. I don't know why these are delayed, and maybe there's a really good reason. But unfortunately, that's the kind of stuff that they don't always tell us about because of, well, business reasons, legal reasons, contractual reasons, licensing reasons. It could be a number of things. We have no idea. What we do know is that these were not updated, and these may not make the June 5th date. Now, FFG typically releases on Fridays, so if it's not the 5th and they still make June, you've got either the 12th, the 19th, or the 26th. Let's hope they push for one of those, and you know, let's get it rolling here. I would have thought for sure that these would have been first, primarily because so many of them have already been shipped out. All right, guys, well, that's all I've got for you today. I want to thank you all so much for watching. Let me know what you think down in the comments section below. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Let me know. You know, leave a comment and ring the bell for alerts if you want to be notified when new videos come out. Big thanks to my patrons. You guys are amazing. There's new stuff up on Patreon right now. Make sure you've checked that out. And I will be adding some more for B-Wing and X-Wing subscribers here shortly as well. All right, I want to thank you so much, and as always, have a great day.